Being a moderately sized content creator on the interwebs, I come across a lot of stuff that is clearly the product of a couple lonely brain cells really struggle busting their way through even their most basic intended functions. And it really takes a real high level of dumb to surprise me these days. But every once in a while, somebody exceeds that level by so much, it makes you squint. And not in like the Chris Pratt, Ryan Gosling sexy squint. And this made me squint so hard I could feel my eyebrows brushing my cheeks. So first, this person comes out and comments twice on a video about Katie Porter, who is an Ivy League Juris Doctor, board-certified lawyer. So in the video, I mentioned that she passed the bar, and I first get this comment that starts off caps lock engage, so you know it's gonna be something intelligent. Stop voting for people working for a foreign government! The bar! And at first, I was just like, oh, this person must be confused about what bar I was referring to. I mean, clearly they are very confused. You don't work for the bar because you're a lawyer. You're bar certified. It's kind of like saying truck drivers work for the DMV because they've got a commercial driver's license. But I was like, hey, I'll give Captain Caps Lock the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he himself had spent too much time at a bar and thought the bar was some foreign entity that I hadn't heard about and got confused and thought Katie Porter worked for that organization or something. And then he comments again, he'd calm down, taking caps lock off, and he's like, if she's a bar member, she has to have consent from Congress before taking office. And I asked, I think justifiably so, where the hell did you get that ridiculous idea? And he's like, the federal constitution, go read it. And at this point, I still think that we're not talking about the same bar. He still seems very confused, and I'm not unempathetic, so I figure I'll throw him a life ring. I was like, tell me the amendment and section specifically that stops a lawyer from serving in elected office. I figured rather than saying people who pass the bar, said specifically lawyer, he'd be like, oh, that bar, sorry, I thought we were talking about the Bermuda Accounting Receptionist Organization or some shit. But he blew right past the life raft I sent him and cited Article 1, Section 9 of the Constitution, which says no title of nobility shall be granted by the United States, and no person holding any office of profit or trust shall, without the consent of Congress, accept any present, emolument, title, office of any kind from any king, prince, or foreign state. And I was like, yeah, bud, are you sure that's the right one? Because the bar has nothing to do with kings, princes, or foreign states. And then this impressive legal mind decided to school me by saying, that, sir, is where you are wrong. Esquire is an executive appointment by a king, prince, or foreign leader. And then I squinted so hard, I'm pretty sure I shoved my eyeballs into the back of my skull. I still have a migraine from this whole interaction. My bar, for how ignorant people can be, is pretty low, and clearly it is far too high. Where to fucking even start with this? Like, the American Bar Association is American. It's right there in the title. And each state has its own bar, but they're domestic states of the United States of America. So, well, yes, Esquire was a term for low-level nobility in the Middle Ages. If the American Bar Association in the United States of America granted a title based on somebody passing a test and being certified to practice law, that would not be a title of nobility granted from a king, prince, or foreign state, because it's the American Bar Association in America. But they don't even fucking do that. Esquire isn't an official title. It's not like doctor or professor or senator or president. It's an unofficial title that some legal professionals use to refer to other legal professionals to designate the difference between a bar-certified lawyer and a Juris Doctor that hasn't passed the bar. It's not even a title lawyers are supposed to call themselves. It's considered pretty fucking douchey to refer to yourself as Esquire. If you want to be called that, you just have to hope that your colleagues refer to you as that in written communication, because they basically never say it out loud. That was the whole joke behind the sleazy lawyer Saul Goodman putting Esquire on his own fucking business cards. And then you think this is such a fucking gotcha when over 30% of Congress and over 50% of the Senate are fucking lawyers. And with all the sleazy, underhanded shit politicians and parties do to try to disqualify their opponents, Nick Cage over here is the only one who cracked the constitutional secret code that would prevent half the legislative branch from holding office. Not to mention, there's a lot of elected offices that literally require you to be a fucking lawyer. Like district attorney, you know? The job that has attorney in the title? Attorney means lawyer. Judges, prosecutors, pretty much everybody in the judicial branch. Honestly, at this point, bud, I don't even know what to say. I've got no witty conclusion to this video. You have genuinely dumbfounded me, which is truly an accomplishment. So I guess I'll end it with at least you tried. You probably shouldn't have, but you did.